Welcome everyone to our weekly calls of ease, and today's topic is ease with anger. So like always, our patent question, how we start these sessions. When the word anger we talk about, what's the first word for you all? We all understand how we perceive in this reality, how anger means when someone is getting angry and or suppressed anger and all of that. But what does the word anger means to you guys? Truth. So you all can unmute, you can write it on the chat. What is the first energy truly for anger for all of you? There's no right or wrong answer. Irritation on the chat, someone wrote. Stress.
So
Okay.
for me, if I like whenever the word anger comes, I know that I should not be like shouting on my daughter, but it's always somehow her, like whatever happens, and then I'll be talking to her nicely, आराम से सब कुछ चल रहा होता है, and suddenly something happens and suddenly I'm angry, and just after 5 minutes I realize that I should not have shouted, or I should not have been angry. And then I again try to sort of calm down and उसको भी अच्छे से बात करती हूँ. But I don't know what happens. That sudden urge to be angry on her comes up, and it mellows also very fast, but it's always her on the receiving mode somehow. Maybe then I also think that uh, maybe she's the one she's a kid, so I can show my anger. So that is also something comes up. I try to work on it, but it's somehow it's coming up so strongly right now for me.
Okay, so everything all that brought up, can we all destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys, povads, and beyonds. I'm going to read the chat because there are a couple of words. Someone's written irritation, stress, uncomfortable, powerlessness, unease, relief, and okay, both. Okay. So, truth, whatever all y'all said, even Gunjan, what she expressing, is it really true that you guys, when y'all are saying all the emotions, or there's something more to it? Like if we really took away the word anger from your dictionary, the energy of that in your reality, what will be truly there? Would you really not feel powerless? Would you really get irritated, anger towards, or you really know there's something more? Because even as Gunjan spoke about it, that she's aware, but yet she makes it on her child. So are you aware of something? And that's why she becomes the target, or she's aware of something which it gets something triggered in your reality, and because she's a baby in your reality, so you can control her this way. So anger is honestly, from the actors, it's a distractor. We are really not seeing the underlying energy behind it. Because anger is one of the reasons where we really know there's something more. It's like a truth of you, or you know truth about somebody or that scenario, or you're angry about you that you couldn't see it consciously. It's not that we couldn't, we didn't want it to see it. So the easiest way what we do is we react. We contract or we react. Because we want to go in the blame game, or we want to take the blame game in ourselves. It's again, no one is right and no one is wrong as we get it. But the point is, it becomes so quickly in our reality, be it with family, work, situations, that it's like a default mechanism where we just know how to deal with that. I'm gonna mute everyone. Okay, I have to mute. Who's this? Magnet, can you mute yourself? I'm not able to mute you. Okay, this is. Wait, I need to mute you guys. Is that management? Can you mute yourself, please? App management.
क्रैकल वाला फीस्ट है जो ना
Wait, I'm
और
you guys here.
5 अच्छा भैया थम्स अप देना और एक थम्स अप है ना वो सॉरी एक कोक है ना वो
Can someone?
वो एक एक्स्ट्रा
Okay, I muted her. Finally, the app has changed a little bit, so it gets difficult sometimes. Okay, so when we are talking about all this, you guys need to get present. Who are you? What are you truly aware of? Take any situation. Zabri, I'm going to take you, but just get present for 2 minutes. Just get present. When you all got anger, it could be just 10 minutes before you all jumped in the call, or something today, or something which you're really holding on with someone. It could be a situation, a person, or yourself. Just look into that. Just get present with your body. What were you truly aware of? It could be even as 40, 50 years, whatever your age would be that time back. Something which is really sticky and real, which you were truly angry about, or you felt that you had to get angry for that. What's truly coming up? What were you all truly aware? Was it really angry? Really that hurt, anger, how you want to put it as? Were you really powerless that time? Were you really irritated? Or there was something more which all of you knew about that? Okay, we're going to read it on this chat. Okay, it's a personal message, so I'm just going to... Okay, so what do you love about holding back? Aisha, if you're okay to unmute and talk. If you let it go, is it true that you can't really show up for you?
I did let it go, but it has again sort of popped up, and
It's a truth. It's popping up because you're just aware, because those people, that person is putting that energy towards you.
sort of.
Yeah. So can you acknowledge it's not yours? Because in this reality, we all think that all our thought, feelings, our aches, pains, our emotions, every emotion is ours. Is it really true? We are aware like magnet, and we just love our story, and we want to hold on to it, make it so real that, oh, this is mine. We take so much effort and mehnat, and that we love it.
Yeah.
But what is yours is truly only you.
Yes.
But we want to make people, situations, scenarios, and everything that true. So what if you can just acknowledge and go like, wow, okay, I know that person is just aware of my capacity, how good I was. But that doesn't mean that you have to get back. That's also a choice. If
Yeah,
it creates more, then please do. If you know it's not going to create in your reality, you know your answers.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, Anjuji, go ahead, unmute.
Rashi, I feel that I'm holding on to anger.
Okay. And what do you...
And it's not holding on to anger in general, but it's holding on to anger vis-a-vis a person or some people. And maybe it's stemming from some things which repeatedly happen. Maybe it's stemming from a feeling of being manipulated, of being taken advantage of.
Okay.
And otherwise, apart from this, the anger that comes out, which I won't say is anger, that is just temporary irritation and a little, maybe loud voice or things expressed a little aggressively. That's not, I wouldn't say that's anger. I don't know how the other person perceives it, but for me, that's extreme irritation. And there it's a sense of like helplessness, like it invariably when in a one-to-one work situation, any kind of thing, it could be with a maid, it could be with anybody who I'm working with, that अरे इतनी बार तो समझाया है क्यों समझ नहीं आ रहा है, or I'm speaking in such a simple way, why can't you understand? So that's not anger, that's irritation, I would say.
Okay.
So
when
anger is deep rooted. Okay, when I'm angry, it's deep rooted, and many times it will not show. It is internalized. I got that. So now, can you be honest? When you said so deep rooted, like I know if everyone can just see her because she was bold enough to come on the camera. Can you all perceive how much she's taking that pride that I have to keep that energy real? What if you could just let it go? Is it really true? No. If you've tried,
Are you trying to prove it that if I'll hold this energy, then people will not hurt me? Instead of acknowledging it's a choice. People will hurt only if we allow it. People can manipulate, people can do X, Y, Z. It's only if you're going to allow it. But can you acknowledge that whenever they did all of this, it could be 40 years, 50 years, 5 days, 50 minutes back, when they did that, weren't you always just aware? But you just, from the mind, we wanted to give that thing, you know what? Nahi, they did it. We always know what was happening.
Yes, yes, but it's been a progression. You know, when I'm saying I hold anger, it's not happened yesterday or today or
I agree.
two-
Okay, so today if you allowed it to let it go, what will happen?
See, initially it's irritation. When I'm saying I've held on to anger, stage wise, initially it's been irritation.
Hmm.
Then it's been, you know, even before irritation, okay, shayad the person doesn't realize or hasn't understood. That repeatedly happening becomes irritation. Then that irritation is expressed in why are you doing this? It is upsetting me. Next step is कोई फर्क ही नहीं पड़ रहा, forget it, क्यों खिच खिच करना, just let it be. But it's hurting me.
So who's hurting?
Hurting
Only
me.
you are hurting, right?
Yes.
You answered yourself that the steps, you exactly gave the steps that what the person does. But who's giving the power to get hurt? Only you.
It's
So
no,
what?
now it's not even hurting. Now it's
Yeah, but-
just, you know, like, अच्छा ये situation, ये बंदा ऐसा ही है, छोड़ो परे, बोलने
then-
का क्या फायदा है, जो
So now
करना
it's
है
a
कर लो.
judgment. Now it's a judgment. It's a
Yes, it is.
statement.
But I'm not able to get over it.
Because you're
not-
making, because you're not even listening, you don't want to let it go. It doesn't make you wrong. And we
How?
all do.
How do
It's
I
a
let it go?
It's a choice. When you could make a choice to make all this so real over the period of years, that how he or she is doing this to you, you just have a simple choice like, interesting, they did this. Can they really do this to you again? Only you can allow it. And you can only allow it, they can't do that to you. Because it's like, if I'm that person, you can't change me. I will be me as me of this reality. And you as Anju will be exactly what Anju would like to be. What we love to do is to control ke usko apne box mein, you guys all like to fix it. We can't fix anyone. We can't even fix ourselves.
That's exactly what I'm saying. How do I let go?
You just
That's
have to
exactly
choose.
what I'm saying. How do I let
It's
go?
like, okay, I'm just giving you, okay, can you give yourself the power to just let it go? If you just choose, if you have 10 seconds to live right now and we going back, sorry to say, you're going to go right now. What will you do? Can you carry that anger with you? Yes, you have a choice. Are you ready to release it?
I
So
want
Anju,
to release it because that anger on the surface, I'm seeming calm, but it's inside
but
me.
that's a suppressed anger, no? That's even more harmful
Yes,
because who's getting
That's
harmed
what
is
I'm
only
asking.
you
वो
guys.
suppressed anger ऊपर से तो काम हो गया ना, पर अंदर तो वो खिचखिच चल रही है. तो
तो
वो
खिचखिच
अंदर से
world
खिचखिच
में
कैसे निकालूं?
आपके पास choice है. Do you want to die with this energy? Do you want to
No.
create a health issue? So it's a choice. If today I'm going to throw you in the water and if you don't know how to swim, what are you going to do? या तो you're going to die or
Scratch around.
yeah, या तो you'll try हाथ पाथ, like, you know, you guys were going to flap it कि I'll try to come कि someone can see me, or you will die if you don't know how to swim, right? But you'll try your best. You will choose a
Yeah.
different. So you have a choice here too. It's not about how, it's about being the energy. Are you all of your in your own stories? Are you ready to let go of this? See, daily new things will happen. We are not saying all of that, but it's about getting present. What's the underlying, that's a value which is becoming so real to hold that anger? Are you angry at yourself or at that person that how could I allow this person to do this thing? So what are we doing is we're just having a guard above ourselves. You know what? I'm going to hold this to anger so I can prove it that I'm right and he or she was wrong or the situation was wrong. But is it really
You know, Rashmi, what you just said, are you angry at yourself? That's true. I'm angry at myself that I can't let go of the anger.
Yeah,
You know?
because you need a story to hold something real, na? अब आपके पास choice है. It's purely your choice. Do you want to harm yourself in this world? You're harming yourself. It's like you're taking yourself for slow.
I can feel it. I know it.
So can you choose a different reality? If you really just get even 10% today, however, if someone has as strong energies, how Anjuji is expressing out here, at any area of your life, if you have such strong resentment, anger towards yourself or that situation, can you just even allow asking your body to be that strong, requesting your body that can we just release today 10% permanently? Because if I'll ask for 100%, none of y'all will give it away. Just 10%. Can you honor yourself? It's only for you, just for the fun of it. Just request your body, the universe to have your back. It's like you taking one step, the universe will bow down, your body's waiting to release that. Because what is we are doing this with resentment, anger, that irritation, powerless feelings, frustration, we are only creating a lack in our body and our reality by aches, pains, suffering, health issues, mental issues, relation issues, and the list goes on. So it's a choice. I'm just requesting all of y'all, the people who are right now there or in the future who are going to hear these calls, just for 10%. And that's a choice. Okay, someone wrote about their same issues with mother-in-law. And the story goes with everyone in this reality. Mother-in-law, kids, husband, sister-in-laws, work colleagues, friends, siblings. So we're just asking, weren't you all truly aware when those things were happening? Just look at two things. And I promise you, if you'll start looking from that space, things will slowly to start change. That power, we all have it within us. But are we really ready to acknowledge that potency, what we all have? It becomes a free choice. When we talk in this world, there's something called free choice, free will. This is our choices if you're really all ready to change something in your world. It's completely, all of us have the power. So just acknowledge wherever y'all are holding that energy, just look at that. Just acknowledge, was I always not aware of this? And if yes, and even if it's not coming, it's okay. And can I allow myself to let it go? And is it really true that situation or that person can really come and harm you again? Be honest. If you're going to say yes, that means you really want to give that person or that situation more power, not acknowledging how we all are so beautifully potent out here. And who's getting in bargain hurt? Only you. Because that opposite person will do exactly whatever they like to do. Because they're also human beings in this reality. As we are, even they are. It becomes a complete choice. So the easiest, if we are from Access, we talk about this thing, it's interesting point of view. That tool really, because just a point of view. And if you know the clearing statements, you all can use the clearing statements on Access Consciousness. And even if you guys are not from Access, the easiest way is just energetically get present. Just ask the energy to come out of your body. Just for 10%. It will just feel lighter in your body. Just ask, because what is happening is right now we all are all locked with that energy in our body somewhere or the other. And the minute we see that person or something similar situation, or we hear about that person, our body just reacts. Because now it's going on the autopilot mode of it. Instead of getting present with it, what is the truly underlying energy out there? We are just every day giving ourselves, our body, the slow poison. And who's the suffering? Only us. Because that person or that's kind of a situation only we are recreating, and that person has no this thing. And the reason also those XY people could do something like that to us is because energies just match. The reason they all can do is because they are aware that they can dominate that energy on you. Because unknowingly we tell to the people like that, you know what, come, use me, abuse me. Because we don't know how to self-love ourselves, to have our own back. So the deeper the issue out here is, what we are truly angry about is we are angry about our own self. That we are not able to take a stand on this situation or this thing. We just prefer, I rather blame game, or we have this best excuse, you know what, if you tell more people or we'll take it an action, the relations will get more spoiled, other relations will get spoiled. Is it really true? We are not saying you have to address it always with the fight energy. Yes, sometimes we require that, But you just have to be that energy. That dare you mess with me. Haven't we seen in our life some people? You just know you can never mess with those kind of people. How come they're being that? Because they're just that energy. Because they're acknowledging, you know what? I am somebody in this world. Dare you mess. It's not about their power of money or the power what they're holding the position. Because in this world, we are again made to believe only people who have money or who are in the powerful position, or as a in this Asian culture, age ke hisab se we are giving them respect. That's why we can't do it. It's just some people have that energy. Even a 5-year-old, sometimes a kid has that energy. It's nothing to do with age. It's nothing to do with the caste of girl, boy, or sex, anything. It's about purely that energy. You know what? This is me. No one messes with me. So are you all of y'all, are you all really truly ready to have your own back? I'm just going to read the chat. But then Rashi, when I try to consciously ignore her way of doing things, it all comes on me. When I try to be like her, I will lose my personality. No, I did not say you have to be like her and how to get off self-anger. I'm asking you to be you in this. What are y'all aware of? And instead of just looking at her things, like, okay, interesting, she does things or he does things like this. What are y'all truly aware of? And when did all of y'all who are having scenarios like that, when did y'all give away your power to them? Or to situations or to people like that? Because to break the main breaking news, you guys are controlling them. Because energetically, you all have control that, you know what, you will control me or you make me believe this so I can react this way. However bizarre this sounds, underline is we are controlling them. That's why they are certain people who will always come to trigger you. Because energetically, you know you are that powerful. You have controlled it, that you want to be the victim in this reality. So you're making that energy that, you know, I can show the world I'm the bichara or bichari of this reality, but it's a victim mode, but so they can come and control you. But you are controlling them. It's a very, very hidden subconscious energy. So the minute we are ready to take our power back slowly, that's what I'm saying, even if 10%, just 10%, requesting your body has no point of view. Your body will start releasing every energy slowly off. But if you like it to stay there, it becomes a choice. Like, that's why I gave you all the space. If you all had just last 10 seconds to live in this reality, would you really go with all of that anger, resentment, what y'all are holding, that powerless feeling, that hurt, that story of every one of you? Would you really like to go with that? Because see, when we die in this reality, our body gets cremated or whatever the ways, every religion has a different way. But our being carries that energy off. So would you really like to carry this further? It becomes a choice. Raj, can you unmute? I didn't understand what you're asking. What you did not understand? Raj, can you talk? I can't hear you.
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Can you? Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. My camera is off. I'm
Okay.
traveling right now,
Okay.
and since feel this is very important what you recently explained,
Mhm.
and how to. My question was how to overcome with the self and anger.
It becomes a choice. I was giving that space. Are you aware of access consciousness?
Yeah, I did. Foundation, 3 bars,
Okay, so lovely. So lovely. So
this
you
and all.
can, yeah. So I'll mute. You can now mute yourself, and I'll give you the answer. So even if you can't get it right now, you can always hear in the recording again. So when you guys are, most of you all with from the access background, it could be a self anger or anything. What are you all loving to even about to have believe that you're less in this world? In a simpler words, what do you love hating yourself so much? And who are you all really waiting for to get and receive the love from? Oh, because the underline is we are waiting that someone come see me, see me. It's like the same thing when if I'm drowning in the water and I don't know how to swim, I'm going to be like, someone see me. But in bargain, most of us know We are flapping so that I can come up to survive. But are we only going to do this to ourselves to have self-love to in survival mode? And that's when we react. That's why we like to show the anger to the world. Oh, how dare you talk to me or do this to me? Only that time are we going to show the reaction to the world? That's a reaction. But was it really required to react? Can we really have our own back in this world? Because we have to all acknowledge out here, people will be people. It could be your own parents, it could be your sibling, your partner, your kids, work colleagues, anyone. As simple as that. Besides you, around you, everyone is as normal people as anyone can be. And what the beauty of this reality is, the people who are most closest to us, we get affected by them the most because we feel, oh, he or she is our family, this is the least they could have done, and we have all justification. But the point is, they were so close to you, that's why it is affecting to you. But who's giving the power? It's only us. It's only us. Now, I've given this example before also in earlier calls. If today a stranger is just randomly talking and saying like, oh, look at that idiot, or look at that, that bitch, or something like that, they use abusive language, would you all turn? Some may not. The people who will turn because they'll feel as if that energy is resonating with them. And the people who will not because they know they don't care. So same thing in our reality also, when people are being with certain people, it's about a choice. The reason you all are getting affected is because you all are making a direct target about you. And so looking interesting point of view that he or she behaves this way or talks like that, or always looking the way how to put me down. Can really someone put you down? If suppose I'm someone's daughter-in-law and if someone tells me something, yes, in a simpler way, anyone will say, of course, Rashi, that should have hurt you. But maybe I can just look at an interesting point that X person is looking at it in this way. It's my choice. If it will affect me only if I allow it, and secondly, somewhere that energy resonates with me. Because I'm radiating that energy, because humans can just pick up the energy. And then we go into a story of locking it. Oh, he or she said this way. That's why, how dare she, and how this way, and how he could. And then we just have another thing, and I'll hold on to this. I'll prove it. Do you guys all really need to prove anything in this world? We need to only prove when we're not being ourselves. Like to be Anju or Gunjan or Raj, to be anything, the minute I say, who will only acknowledge? Only those people, because they know that's their name. Do they need to prove anything to be that name? They just know it's them. So when I'm accusing any one of you or trying to fight with any of you, it becomes a choice. Do you really want to react? I know, however, it sounds very easy said and done. We love our stories. We all love our stories, and we all have an own different way, twisted way. You know what? My story is more important than XY person. But out here, it's all end of the day a choice. Just a simple word, the choice. Just choose daily you in simple words. We cannot change anyone. We can only demand more of us. And the simplest way is ask universe to have your back. Like how people say a prayer or whatever, it's the energy of being, you know what, universe, show me the magic of me today, because we all are magical beings. It's the easiest way to start trusting more of you in this reality. Yeah, Vinita ji, go ahead, unmute.
Yeah, Rashi, I just wanted to find out, if you're in a joint family and you're being forced to do something, then what do you do?
It's a choice again.
Yeah, but if it's a choice and you do your thing, then there is an upset.
Okay. So are you a happy McDonald's meal that you have to make everyone happy? Even McDonald's meal, everyone doesn't like it. People have a big issue about it, how many calories, how junk food it is, and how bad it is for our body. You're not even a cake. People have problems with cakes also. So then you're a human being. So just look at an interesting point of view. Are you really here to please the world? You will die doing that. But the minute you always learn to choose you, people will just know how to be with you that way. We allow people to mess with us. It's not the other way around. It's the boredom of this reality. We are so conditioned that we love, literally just for 10 seconds for the fun of it, just perceive you all had no trauma drama in your reality. No anger, no sadness, no money issue, no relation issue, no health issue, nothing. Just allow yourself. Can you really have it for 24 hours without any trauma drama? Just perceive it. Can we even allow that? And all of us are only asking for these basic things. So where are we truly here? Are we even present in our life? We are running around to do courses, doing this and that. It doesn't make you all wrong because everyone has its own way to have their journey. But can we all start just acknowledging us every day? Just one tool. It's the most simplest and a beautiful tool. Just acknowledge how magical we all are. We are all an infinite being. There's no damn soul like you. Even a two twin or a triplets are not together the same. Then how can you be with same with anyone? So can we just start acknowledging that capacities of all of us? And I promise you all, even with just such small thing, your life will slowly start changing. But again, it's just a choice. It's just that little one effort about just daily looking at yourself, or even just in your mind. It's not even looking at the mirror. Universe, show me the magic of me. Even if you don't know what your magic is. Magic, again, doesn't mean fairy tales ki ta haath ghumana. I'm not saying that. It could be that for some people, but it could be just acknowledging. Like the minute you're asking for something, things will just start showing up. One way is that, and one way is just acknowledging how beautiful, wherever in your life you all could be with your age, how many magical things you all have created. It's one way to say a gratitude, but just acknowledging a word, just how magical. And if you don't know, just ask for that energy. Life will not feel so-called screwed up of this reality, how we use it. So everything all this is bringing up, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, poor and poor, all 9 shorts, boys, poor, ads and beyonds. Any last question I'll take, otherwise we are done for the day because it's been a little intense. Anyone has a last question, I'll take one question. If not, then we'll wind up. Are we good? It looks like we are good. So great. I'm going to stop the recording, guys, and I'm going to see you all soon then.